Simple.
That's how it's supposed to be. We were never supposed to be in such crisis. No. We really weren't. And Kim, channel in something here if you can or want to. I mean, the fall of Atlantis and our history and connection there, and then us coming to work together now.
Right. Right.
And how this got so complex in between, say, then and now. Oversimplification, but we know Atlantis stuff and all these other places, stories, call it whatever you want. You know, we're a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And then humanity got so far off into a crisis, and it's not like we're in the worst crisis of our history. Just humanity had gotten, I mean, we've been exceptionally nasty to each other now for a very long time. We're just like presently nasty in a different way to each other. Mm-hmm. We don't go out warmongering and kill each other anymore. But holy moly, the energy and the frequencies and the vibrations that we are shooting at each other in any given day when you go out in public to
yes.
Right? When you go out in public to a concert and you want to just have fun, and then you come home going, oh my God, what the hell just happened to me?
Yep.
People don't even realize how much stuff they're shooting off at each other.
Yep.
But there is, in my mind, I don't know how to language it, there's some connection to these knowledges and information that was known previously here.
This is...
And let me apologize again for contributing to killing you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for forgiving me.
I was stuffed in a freaking underground cavern.
Mm-hmm.
Water filling up in there. Yeah. Couldn't get out, by the way.
I know. It's a terrible way to I mean, I don't know if there's a good way to die. I think there are better ones.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's not a particularly fun one because you were aware and conscious and you knew.
Yeah. But the crazy thing is, if I go back to there, there's no fear. That is the difference between now and then, honestly. Was there actually wasn't fear.
Well, see, let me tell you that you made it clear to me. Okay, first of all, the Atlantis thing was told to me by someone else. I wasn't even tuned into it. And then I kind of tuned into it and I was like, holy crap, I don't know what I did, but I did something. And then you and I met and had a conversation around it. I could see you in your Atlantean form when you had the conversation. And you didn't have any fear because you read, at that time, in my opinion, you read frequencies. And you knew the people, i.e. me, who had helped to contribute to destroying things. We didn't do it intentionally.
No.
We weren't malicious. We were playing.
Correct.
You told me this.
Yeah.
In a very advanced field, in the creative process, had no idea that what we did. But the story that people will tell now is, ooh, there's these bad people that ruined Atlantis. And I'm like, no, there's not. I was one of them. And I'm not a bad person. Wasn't then, I'm not now. Didn't mean to. Literally, perhaps should have tuned in. I don't really know. You know, but that's why there was no fear. Like, you tuned in, you're like, dang.
Mm-hmm.
That went wrong.
It's kind of like, it's not... Mm-hmm. So as we're there, it's been super gorgeous, obviously. A lot of crystals everywhere. Everything, the water, crystal clear. Everybody just kind of did their thing. They literally just were moving about. There was no... It's almost like the human brain, the consciousness level was very well advanced, where it did not create on the concept of fear. And what you were actually doing, what you learned is that, that fat... So, it's kind of funny. Kind of funny how we take the from frustration into fascination. Mm-hmm. So you're changing up the frequencies that you were fascinated, that turned into frustration. So you're actually changing the patterns of this in this lifetime, changing the patterns from what you thought you were fascinated with, what we could do with energy is what it was. It was like, I don't want to call it completely bored then, because we were bored. It was just more like, what else can we do? What else can we actually design? We've already created this amazing complex and this like channel system and this like amazing just vortex of vibration. And it's almost like nothing can come in this vortex unless they're like vibrating with it. It's very, very, very beautiful. As above, so below. So you like it went everywhere.
So it was words that come to me. It was advanced by what we would call today's standards.
Yes.
It was integrated.
Yes.
It was whole.
Yes.
There was a lot of freedom in it.
Way too much freedom. Well, in today's society, it would be way too much freedom.
Because we don't have the skills for that level of freedom.
Yes.
We need more freedom, but we're not ready for that level of freedom yet.
Correct.
But it can be our aim. It can be
Yes.
our end game.
Yeah.
Or
So we know how to, most people actually know how to tap into it. It's just, what then do you do with it, basically? Okay, so I pull back to that, being fascinated with just creating the creations, putting this together. If I put this gemstone together and this gemstone together, what is that going to create? And it's almost like building atomic bombs. You don't know what you're actually creating until you actually create it. Okay, interesting, because I hear there were laws, but yet there weren't like laws per se. You didn't have to tell people not to harm each other. There was,
I would say that's how far we were then. The
Advanced.
consciousness was advanced
Yes.
that far.